Hey there, Tamir from Fibonaccis-Traders.com here with the weekly top stocks to watch for next week, the week of November 21st. Short week ahead of us, 12 names on this list, so let's dig in the charts. Before we do, please hit the like and subscribe button, will be much appreciated, thank you very much. Now, eBay is the first name. We have a trend line that came all the way from June, support, 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 resistance, because we know trend lines are the true support and resistance areas for price action. So we can go long once price will break up and above this trend line here, but we can also prepare for the opposite side to go short below the 45, because we see 45 area, if we look left, was a very important area of support and resistance throughout 2022. Breaking down and under, we can assume with high probability that this gap here will get filled, because we know more than 80% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. Next name is Verizon Communication, 38.5. We can see it's a very strong resistance for bulls, so long above, short we can go below 36.9. Always prepare for both sides, never be biased. This is why we follow price and we use trend lines and Fibonacci levels to help us manage our risk to the upside or to the downside. Next is Cisco Systems, Thursday breaking up and above this trend line. Now 48 is a resistance here. Let's see if we can get continuation to the upside towards the 51 area, but at this point some pullback towards the 56, or maybe even retesting this trend line as a support, because trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action. Microsoft MSFT, we can see short term downtrend line. This downtrend lines helps us identify lower highs. So to go long on Microsoft, I'm waiting for a break up and above this short-term trend line, and also prefer above the 250 area. Failing to hold the 240 area, and we have this gap here that needs to get closed, and the sooner the better. Maybe we can feel it, price action will feel it, the 228 area, and making a higher low from November lows and retesting this again. So pay attention also to Microsoft. Now we have Apple. This downtrend line we can see that came from August earlier this year all the way to here. We can be a little bit more accurate like this. If you want to be more accurate, you can use the magnet here. I don't like it, so I don't use it. So we have lower highs on the long term on Apple. Friday tried to break up and above, got rejected, went back down. Let's see if bulls have enough power in their hands to pull Apple to the upside towards the 160 area. We can also see that the 153 area on Apple is a very strong support and resistance, and now bulls are fighting to break above this trend line and above the 153. It's hard for them, it will be hard. Tesla is next. We can see that the 180 area is holding this 180 area. If we look left, we know that to try to identify strong support and resistance area, we always need to look left. So we look left, we can identify the 180 area as a strong support throughout December 2020, May of 21, March of 21, May of 21, and now during November 22, failing to hold, and we can assume with high probability that the next area of support will be the 154 area, because if we look left, it was resistance. So it will become the next support to look at, and maybe even testing this downtrend line, the orange downtrend line, which holds the lower lows. By the way, if you are looking to take your trading journey to the next level, stop following others, become your own indicator. Check the links that we have in the description and in the comments below. We have Black Friday discounts on all trading plans. We have one-on-one live premium mentorship program, lifetime access, so check it out. J&J is next. 176 area finally got broken up and above closing, and now we want to see J&J, Johnson & Johnson, continuation to the upside, and we are looking at the next levels to the upside as resistance, and we manage our risk according to the levels to the downside. Intel is next. We can see short-term uptrend, but if we zoom out, we can see that Intel is still in a very steep downtrend since May of 2022. It goes back much further, all the way to April 21. So now Intel is in a very interesting area. If price action can break up and above the 31 area and close above also this trend line here, this orange trend line, then we can assume with high probability that Intel will start some kind of a bull run towards the 36 area and maybe even towards the 45 area. So pay attention to Intel, pay attention to price, wait for a close above this trend line, wait for a close above the 31 area, and again, educational purposes only, not advice for trading or investing of any kind. HRMY is next, stuck between the 56 and the 61 area. So let's see if HRMY can jump from here towards back to the 61, long above Friday's highs, short below Friday's low towards the 53 area. Always prepare for both sides. Ford F, interesting name, interesting chart. Lower lows, orange trend line helps us to identify the lower highs, sorry, not lower lows, lower highs. So it is in a downtrend, but if we look, we can see that the 11 area is holding strong. Double bottom scenario. I'm waiting for a break up and above the orange trend line and above the 14.5 area, and then we might take a long position and managing the risk according to Fibonacci levels. HD, another interesting name, interesting area is the 370 area, because if we look left, support resistance throughout 2021 and 2022, long position above the 317, short below 308, because if the 308 will fail to hold, we have this gap here that needs to get filled. DEN, another interesting chart. We can see 88 level holding strong with lower highs, so long position above this green trend line, short position below the 88, and if we want, we can take Fibonacci, swing high, swing low, and it will give us resistance area, potential resistance levels to the upside, and if we go short, it will give us potential support areas to the downside. And if you want, check the link that will pop just about now on the right corner on Fibonacci tools, and why Fibonacci is the only tool that we have that can help us identify with high probability where price will head from this point to the future. So check it out. Let me know what do you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and until the next video, enjoy the rest of your weekend.